welcome back everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope you're all doing well and staying safe out there. Today we have a special holiday edition for you guys, and I'm gonna try to get this video up tomorrow, so the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, since most of you guys are gonna be pretty busy on Thursday. But for quite a while now, I've been wanting to make a video comparing the two most powerful guns that I have, the most powerful handgun and the most powerful rifle. And I thought a special Thanksgiving video would be the perfect occasion to do this. And of course, the guns I'm referring to are the 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum and the Barrett 50 BMG. So these are both 50 caliber guns. Obviously the 50 BMG is way more powerful than the 500, but in terms of the most powerful guns civilians can own, these two are definitely right near the top of the list. So obviously both of these guns are just absolute cannons, but since it's Thanksgiving, I went ahead and got some turkeys. So these are two humongous turkeys that I got. They were obviously frozen. They're kind of starting to thaw out now, but this is basically just gonna be like a meat and bone video that we've done in the past, except Thanksgiving turkey edition with a 500 Magnum and a 50 BMG. This ought to be good. All right guys, before we get started, I wanna give a quick disclaimer because every time I do videos like this, I get several comments about it, and I completely understand the wasteful nature of doing something like this, especially on a holiday like Thanksgiving, which is why I don't make these videos very often at all. Maybe once a year, once every 2 years at the most, because I just don't like wasting food like this. But I'm also very thankful for the guns that I have, and sometimes these experiments are necessary. Or as Jorge Masvidal would say, super necessary.
The punches weren't really necessary, maybe.
They were super necessary.
So I wanted to suspend this thing so we could hang it off the ground and shoot it that way, but for the sake of time, we're gonna have to just shoot it like this. It should still be really cool. It's starting to thaw out, and it freaking stinks. It's actually kind of gross. So first up, we're gonna shoot the 500 Magnum. We'll see what this does, and then we'll shoot the 50 BMG. So I actually have a pretty interesting round for the 500. This is the 425 grain vaporizer hollow point, and from all the tests I've done, this is probably the most destructive hollow point that I have for the 500 Magnum. So should be pretty cool. And it's also an absolute beast to hold on to, so wish me luck. Man, that thing is a flamethrower. So this is kind of crazy. I definitely didn't expect this. So you can see where our 500 Magnum vaporizer went in, right there on the front. And I wish you guys could see down in there because it did some damage inside that bird. It's just a humongous hole. But what's interesting is on the back side, there's no exit hole. So that's where I tried to hang it up with the string, but you can see that 500 Magnum did not come out the other side. So I assume it's probably still kind of frozen on the inside. Plus that hollow point's not really known for penetrating through stuff. So what I'm probably gonna do is just add this one to the 50 BMG test, and we'll have two turkeys to shoot with the 50 cal, because that will definitely blow straight through. It did a ton of damage inside that bird, but if it was completely thawed out, we probably would have saw a really nasty exit hole. Really quick everyone, I just realized I was having so much fun shooting guns that I forgot to plug my Instagram. So go follow me over there if you haven't already. I'm trying to kind of transfer some people over to the Instagram so that I can have more than one way to communicate with you all. Plus, these turkeys ain't cheap, so if you want to support the channel, definitely check out the links in the description box below to my Patreon and PayPal accounts. I really appreciate all of you guys who support the channel. Shameless plug over. Let's get back to the video. All right, we got our two turkeys sitting down there back to back. Of course, we're gonna shoot an armor-piercing incendiary 50 BMG. Since those turkeys are still kind of frozen, I'm hoping that it will set off the incendiary charge in this API round. All right, fire in the hole. I couldn't tell if there was a cloud of smoke or not. Let's go see. So just as I suspected, it looks like that 50 BMG did 90% of its damage in our second turkey. So here's the first one. I assume that's probably the entrance hole. It looks pretty small to be an exit hole. Flip it over. Yeah, so I would say that's definitely our exit hole, and you can actually see where it kind of burnt that turkey on its way out. I assume from that incendiary charge. So really not too impressive on the first turkey, and that's why I was actually kind of glad when the 500 Magnum didn't destroy the one we shot it with, because I knew 2 turkeys would be much better for the 50 BMG, and here is our second turkey. You can see it absolutely just blew that thing apart. I mean, I can't even tell where the bullet went in, where it came out. It just basically demolished that thing and completely blew it apart. There's obviously pieces of it all over the place. Oh my gosh, look at this. I didn't even see this. That's like 15, 20 yards away. We have about a third of it right there. We've got another wing sitting over there by that tree, and obviously pieces all over the place. So let's go back to it and see if we can get another look at it. It's really hard to tell what happened on this thing. I would assume maybe our bullet went in right there. I'm just guessing at this point. I have no idea. But again, you can actually see how some of that turkey is burnt from that incendiary charge. But don't worry, it's not gonna completely go to waste. We have coyotes and Bigfoots and all kinds of stuff out here that will probably find it and have a good Thanksgiving as well. Well, unfortunately, that first turkey survived, and I think you guys know by now that we're not gonna let that slide. We got some of Binger's exploding hollow points to take care of this one. Man, he wasn't joking. Hollow points really do explode on impact. Well, here's part of it. You can see pretty much tenderized that, and then we have another big piece over here, kind of like the 50 cal. It's just all over the place. So let me know in the comments which one you thought was more impressive, the 50 BMG or Little Binger's special exploding hollow point. I think the 50 cal probably blew it apart more, whereas the other one just kind of launched the entire thing 30 feet back. All right, everybody, that's gonna be all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video, or at least found it entertaining. I kind of expected the 50 BMG to be way more impressive than the 500 Magnum. I was a little disappointed that the 500 didn't make it all the way through, but again, I think that's just because the turkey was still pretty frozen on the inside. Otherwise, it probably would have blown straight through. But we'll test the 500 in a meat target sometime down the road. I'm sure it's extremely impressive. And like I said, it kind of worked out because we got to use the second turkey for the test with the 50 BMG, and I think that is what ended up being the most impressive. So hope you all have a healthy, happy, safe Thanksgiving. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down in the comments below. As always, hit that like button for me, guys. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. By the way, here's the blast zone on that exploding hollow point. Those things are no joke.